Hey guys, it's JonTaun from Total Brohammer, and today looks like we're going to be fighting Fafnir on Stair River. In the spirit of Vermintide 2, which I've been playing a lot and loving, let's do some Skaven. Alright, so it looks like he's going to be High Elves, so who do we want as a lord against the High Elves? I'm actually feeling some Queek Headtaker here, so let's try him out. We'll grab all his abilities there, and we'll go ahead and... Ooh, that's expensive. It does last 50 seconds though, so... could be useful. Yeah, I think we'll skip it. Alright, let's go ahead and grab an Assassin. We'll cut Slippery and add the Rival High Talisman. Let's also go ahead and grab a Warlock Engineer. We're not going to bring any Artillery. Musketeer, I like that a lot. What's conditions on that? Active if casting. Okay, we'll bring it. This is only a one-time use, and honestly, I don't think it's worth 116 gold. So we'll go ahead and grab Howling Warp Gale and Warp Lightning. So we'll use Warp Lightning against things, any high-value infantry, and we'll use Howling Warp Gale, obviously, against flying targets. So let's go ahead and grab some Skaven Slaves. I think we're going to want some Rat Ogres as well. And let's also go ahead and grab some Death Runners and couple Plague Monks, a couple Clan Rats with shields, a couple Clan Rats with Clan Rat Spears with shields, and let's go ahead and get one Storm Vermin, and we'll also grab a Gutter Runner with poison. Alright, so is there anything else we can grab here? Not really, so let's go ahead and grab one more Skaven Slave to round it all off. And okay, we got some armor sundering right here. We got some anti-large and our Rat Ogres, and well, Rat Ogres aren't actually anti-large, but they fare pretty well. We'll see what we can do against the High Elves. My only issue is I don't have a ton of anti-large, not as much as I would like. So we'll see how this goes. Stair River. Alright, so we got a quick loading time. Nice, very nice. Alright, so let's get Queek up here along with his Warlock Engineer and his Assassin. We'll have our Rat Ogres, who I'm going to have to be very careful with because they're a very important unit and they are very vulnerable to archers. So let's just mix in our Clan Rats with shields and our Clan Rats with spears into the front line, as like so. And we'll have our Death Runners sides here. Actually, I'm gonna put these Gutter Runners with poison on the side here. What I want to do is have his Dragon Princes come in and get slowed so I can get these Death Runners on them and these Clan Rat Spears. So as for our Skaven Slaves, we're going to put them around the edges. I'm just going to use them to block up charges from those Dragon Princes. Who, you know, I'm expecting Dragon Princes, because why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you? Dragon Princes would be great, I think, against the Skaven. So as you can see, we've gone with a pretty wide army here. He's got less than half the troops we have, so we'll see what we can do here. Look at these guys, these Clan Rats. Gotta love the Clan Rats. We got Queek Headtaker, who I don't take too often, but he's pretty cool. I can cycle trophy hits on him and the Assassin, so granted, if he can get to an enemy lord, he's going to be very powerful against him. So we'll see what we can do on that front. Alright, so our opponent's army consists of 2 Dragon Princes, a Prince on a Star Dragon over here. Looks like 3 Wild Lions, a Trace, and 3 Spearmen, as well as 2 Archers. I think that should be all his army. So let's try to get through this gap here. Let's move our Rattlers up, as well as Queek. And we're just gonna, with Queek and the Assassin, we're just going to try to... what am I trying to say here? We're going to try to shadow this Prince. So wherever he lands, we're going to try to make him pay for it. So we're really going to have to try to stay on top of that. Get you up here. And it looks like he's just going to try to turtle up right here so we can't get any flanks right here. Pretty good idea. Let's move quick from the Assassin this way. Swordmaster of Hoeth with Spirit Leech and Earthblood. I like it. And yeah, looks like he's going to turtle and take this terrain, which I think is a pretty good idea. So let's move our Rattlers over to this side, as well as our Gutter Runners, who are falling behind at this point. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to just hold up these infantry with a few guys, and just try to encompass him. So have you head this way, and we'll have a Warp Lock Engineer start head this way. Let's have our Spirits head this way, and these guys can run into these White Lines of Trace. So can these guys, and so can these guys. Let's move all you around this side. Let's get you over here, and looks like he's going for a breath attack. Maybe? And let's move you guys over here. So breath attacks don't work so well on single entity targets, so I would not have chosen that. And looks like he's going to land here. Let's get in there. Assassin's a little bit farther than I would like, but let's go ahead and pop this, and let's pop all of these. So let's get right in here. Get in with our spears, move our Gutter Runners this way. These guys can keep on coming around. These guys can keep on coming around. These guys can squeak through right here. These guys can come this way, and we'll get our Halberds over here as well. Let's start shooting up his Lord, and look at how much damage those archers are doing. So we still got trophy heads on them, and I'm going to pop Rival High Talisman in here real soon, because I feel like it'll be really useful at helping mitigate the damage of these White Lines of Trace. So, it's trophy heads on them. It is. Let's go ahead and pop the next trophy heads on them. And we'll wait for the Rival High Talisman. Actually, I feel like we're going to have to use it now. So let's get in here and keep on going after that Lord. And let's keep on. Let's move these guys out over here. We'll have you go after them. And the rest of you can run this way. So let's go ahead and get into melee with them. And our Rat Ogres can go after these guys. These are Stormbremons. Halberds can move up this way, and look how much damage we're doing to this Lord. Oh, we got to get Queek out of there though. Let's move these Halberds over this way, as well as these Skaven slaves. Move the spears out and back as well. And these guys are getting too mucked up on that one Swordmaster Hoeth. Let's push on through and get all our routing units to come back in here. Let's have Queek move back here, and the Assassin move through here. Go ahead and pop that so we can get in there without being seen, hopefully. And how are our Rat Ogres doing? They're doing pretty well. Let's have our Skaven slaves here go on those archers and try to get them moving off. So how's Queek doing over here? Let's go ahead and pop this and this. And do we have... We almost have another trophies head, which would be really useful right now. Come on, Queek, you can do it. Let's get that trophy heads any moment now. Any moment now. There we go. That'll be very useful. Let's get you guys moving, and let's have our Rat Ogres continuously work on these Dragon Princes. So let's go ahead and move back with these guys. And let's go for it. And I've gotten his Lord. Nice. So let's get our single entity units, our Lord, and our Assassin to get on the Swordmaster Hoeth over here. And let's have one of our guys go after these Dragon Princes. Let's just mob these guys. Let's actually have our Stormvermin with Halberds go after them. And you guys can keep on moving here. You guys can come in for a rear charge right here. Let's keep on engaging on these White Lines of Trace. And yeah, let's have my Rat Ogres keep on charging. The Skaven slaves can keep on going after those archers. And you know what? Let's have the Stormvermin with Halberd keep on going after those Dragon Princes. So he just can't seem to get away, and I also can't seem to get my single entity targets over here out of this blob and after that Warp Lock Engineer. Unfortunately, I have forgotten my magic, but it looks like we're doing pretty okay without it. So that was a really noob thing for me to do, but that was a really good Warp Lightning, and that's going to break these White Lines of Trace over here. He was unable to escape from our Rat Ogres, and we were eventually able to drag down these Dragon Princes. Looks like he had something popped on him. Let's go ahead and get these Skaven slaves into these archers to at the very least get them to stop firing, and we'll have all our single entity targets over here go work on that Lordmaster of Hoeth. have my gutter runners go chase these guys down, as well as you. Move you up here. Have these clan rat spears work on those. What are they called? Routing off those. What are those, spearmen? Yeah. And we'll get Queek and everyone else up here. Let's go ahead and pop trophy heads on the Stormmaster Hoeth, and as you can see, these archers are doing a really good job. For some reason, these guys routed off while fighting archers, which I find rather strange. Let's go ahead and pop these things and try to keep Queek in the battle here. And I think I'm doing a pretty good job on those Dragon Princes and that Warmaster Hoeth. Let's go ahead and pop a Warp Lightning right there, and have these gutter runners go after those spearmen, and it looks like that is going to be it for my opponent. So a pretty good battle. I made a pretty big mistake on my part by not using my magic. It could have been a lot more decisive battle had I used my magic, and at one point I fixed it pretty quick, but I got too blobbed up on some of these Dragon Princes. But both these Dragon Princes got under 100 kills, so I'm pretty happy with that. As far as my army, Queek Headtaker and the Assassin did a great job at taking out his Lord. That Lord could have been a lot more effective had he decided to just avoid Queek Headtaker and the Assassin, which is what I would have done. He's much faster, he can fly, he can go anywhere he wants, just goes to a part of the battlefield where my Lord and the Assassin are not. I feel like the Gutter Runners with Poison also did a lot of damage to this Lord, and I wasn't really able to use their slow all that much. So, Rat Ogres and the Storm Vermin with Halberds did a really good job at just hunting down these Dragon Princes. The archers were eventually able to take them out, and I gotta say my opponent did a really good job at retreating his archers, splitting them up so that they could just keep on firing, and I really like that from him. The pick of the Lore Master of Hoeth is pretty interesting. He's an okay melee combatant, and he has some decent magic. You don't see him often. I don't think he's exactly great, but an interesting pick. I like his pick of the Spearmen and White Lions. As you can see, he doesn't have anything that's really too expensive here. And the Dragon Princes, especially on a map like this, where they have lots of terrain to hide from things like Warp Lightning Cannons, can really excel on a map like this. So I think he probably should have sent those around the flank, though. Unsure. I would have pulled back my Rat Ogres and my Storm Vermin with Halberds to deal with him if he went all the way around the cliff, but then he could have his archers on the cliff, and they could be shooting into those Rat Ogres and really do a lot of damage. And on the charge, the Dragon Princes can do a ton of damage to Rat Ogres, so they could probably have won that fight. But in any case, a really good game to my opponent, Fafnir. And that's going to be all for this one, guys. This is JonTaun for Total Brohammer, signing out.